Hare Krishna, Sarvam Krishna Arpanamastu, Om Namah Chandikaya Namaha. Welcome to all of you. So today I'm starting with the reading of the third chapter of Madhyama Charita. The heading is Killing of Mahishasura. So before starting the reading, I'll give you a brief description of who this Mahishasura is. Okay, his father's name is Rambasura and his mother's name is Mahishmati. This Rambasura is the son of Kashyapa and Danu. Kashyapa was the first Brahmaputra, okay, Brahma's putra, and so this Danu was having all Danava children. So then this Rambasura and Karambasura, they were both the sons. So this both of them went for penance. This Rambasura stood before in the middle of fire, and he started his penance in order to please gods. And then the other Karambasura, he went inside the river water to do penance. But Indra was so jealous of these people. Suppose if they get all the boons they want, then they will try to usurp Indra's power. So then Indra took the form of crocodile and killed Karambasura, but the Agni Deva protected this Rambasura. So he was given the boon by Agni Deva that he will have a son who would be all powerful, will be invincible, that nobody will be able to defeat him, and so many other powers also he had got, that is boon. But this Rambasura got married this what is her name, Mahishmati. She was a Asura princess. While she was a small child, what she did was she frightened the one great sage known as Sindhu Deepa while he was doing his meditation and penance. So then she took the form of a bull and frightened him. So then this Sindhu Deepa cursed her and told her that let you be turned into a buffalo itself. She took the form of a buffalo. So she turned herself into a water buffalo. She was so graceful. So when one day while Rambasura was going by, he came to see this water buffalo, and he fell in love with this water buffalo. But actually she was this Mahishmati. Okay, so then Rambasura married this buffalo, and he also took the form of the buffalo. These people are having so many boons and they can change their shape and size and whenever they wanted. So then this child was born. This Mahishasura was born. Since he was the child of a buffalo and Asura, he could change his shape as and when he wanted. So he also started penance, and he got the boon of Brahma, and then he told he did not want to die at the hands of Asura, Deva, and nobody should kill him. So then Brahma told that I can't give a boon that you cannot die. Once you're born, you have to die, but you can keep some restrictions. So then he told, I don't want to die from the hands of man. I don't want to Dhanava and Asura or God. I want to die only at the hands of a lady. So then, in that times, ladies did not go for fighting, etc. So then Brahma gave him the boon that you can die, you will be killed only by a lady. So this is how Mahishasura is. So now you can come follow me and hear the reading of the shlokas. Okay. This chapter is starting with Rishiruvacha, that is Sumedasa Maharshi is telling to the Vaishya and the Raja. Okay. Nihanyamanam tal sainyam avalokya mahasuraha senanistichuraha hopadhyayau yodyumadhambikam. The meaning is that the sage said afterwards, seeing that the entire army of Mahishasura was destroyed, a commander of their army known as Chikshura, he started for war against the goddess. Sa devim saravarshenava varsha samere asure yatha meru gire shringam thoya varshena thoyatha. The meaning is that in that war, that Chikshura rained arrows at her, similar to the torrential rain of water covering the peaks of Mount Meru. Tasya chitva tatho devi leelayeva sharolkaran jaghana puragan banyayantharam chaiva vachina. The meaning is that Afterwards, the goddess, as if she was playing, cut off his sword of arrows and killed his horses and horsemen. Right? Sachinna Dhanva Viradho Hadasho Hadasaradihi Abhyadhavadatam Devi Gadga Charmadharo Asura. The meaning is that Asura, whose bow was cut, whose chariot was broken, whose horse was killed, and whose chariot driver was killed, ran towards her with a sword and a shield. Right? Simha Mahatya Gadgena Tikshana Dharena Murthini Ajaghana Buje Savye Devi Apyadi Vegavan. Meaning is that Asura called Chikshura, who was a commander, wounded the lion on his head by the sword and hit the goddess on her left hand. So the lion of the goddess was hit by the sword of this Chikshura. Tasya Gadgo Bhujam Prapya Pafala Nrupanandana Tado Jagraha Shulam Sa Kopa Daruna Lochana. Here, this Sumedasa Maharshi is saying to Surata Maharaja, he is telling, Nrupanandana means, oh Raja, he is telling what? Hey king, that sword reaching the arm of the goddess broke into pieces. He was trying to hit with the sword on the left hand of the goddess. No, by the time he reached her hand, it broke into pieces, and he, with red eyes due to extreme anger, took the spear. Chikshepacha tatastattu Bhadrakalya Mahasuraha Jajwalyamanam Tejobi Revibimbami Vambaral. The meaning is that afterwards that great Asura Chikshura reached the sky, and like the shining sun of the sky, threw that shining sphere at the good giving goddess. Okay, next. This is the 9th one. Drishtva tata padaschulam devi shulamamunchata tena tachat tada geetam shulam sacha mahasura. Meaning is that seeing the sphere thrown by the Asura coming towards her, she sent her sphere and split it into hundreds. And that sphere as well as that great Asura, both his sphere and he was killed. Hadhe tasmin mahavirye mahishasya chamu katau ajagama gacharuda shamarastri dashardana. The meaning is that seeing that very strong commander-in-chief of Mahishasura was killed by her, that is Chakshura was killed, another Asura called Chamara came riding on an elephant. Sopi Shakti Mumochada Devyastham Ambika Drutam Pungara Rabihata Bhumau Padaya Masa Nishprabha. The meaning is that afterwards he too threw a sphere at the goddess. The goddess, after swiftly destroying it, made it lose the glitter and made it fall on to the earth. Bhagnam Shaktim Nipatitam Drishtva Krodha Samanvitaha Chiksheba Chamara Shulam Banais-tadapi Sachinal. The meaning is that Chamara, seeing that his sphere was destroyed, threw the trident and the goddess cut it off with her arrows. Okay, next. Tataha Simhaha Samulpatya Gajakumbhandarasthitaha Bahu Yuddhena Yuyudhe Teno Chaistri Dasharina. The meaning is that afterwards that lion jumped up to a great height and standing on the forehead of the elephant fought with the Asura using its hands. Okay. Yudhyamanau tadastautu tasma nagan mahigathau Yudhateti samrabthau praharairadi darunai. The meaning is that afterwards, the lion and the Chamara who were fighting jumped to the earth from the elephant and with great anger continued the horrific fighting with slaps. Note that in most of the places where the wrestling is done, the goddess does not take part. Okay. Tato vegal kamul patya nipatya chamrikarina karap praharena shira chamarasya pridakritam. The meaning is that then they both jumped up onto the sky and again fell down. Then by the hit of the hand, the lion separated the head of Samara from his trunk. Udagrastarane devya shila vrikshadi birhadaha dandamushti stalaishchaiva karalascha nipatita. The meaning is that Udagra was also killed by stones and trees, and Karala also was killed by teeth, fist and palm. Some people interpret instead of teeth, fist and palm, sword whose handle was made of iron. Okay. This is 17th and the 18th one. Devi Kruda Gadha Patai Churnayamasa Chodhakam Bashkalam Binti Palena Banai Kathandakam Ugrasya Mugra Viryam cha Tathaiva cha Mahahanum Trinetra cha Trishulena Jagana Parameshwari. Meaning is that the goddess with great anger powered Uddada with hits from her mace. The three-eyed goddess of everyone killed Bashkala with her scythe. With her arrows, Thamara, Andaga, with her trident, Ugrasya, Ugravira, and Mahahanu. So the Devi has killed all the associates of Mahishasura. Now the 19th one. Vidalasya Sinakhayal Padayamasa Vaishiraha Durdharam Durmukham Chaubhav Charair Minyeyamakshayam. The meaning is that with a sword, she separated the head of Bidala from his body and famously made it fall, and with arrows she sent Durdhara and Durmukha to the place of god of death. The next one. Evam Samkshiyamane tu Swasainyena Mahishasuraha Mahishena Swarupena Trasayamasa Tangana. Its meaning is, when his army was thus being vanquished, Mahishasura took the shape of a buffalo and scared the army of goddess. So Mahishasura can change his form, no? So now he had come before the Devi as a buffalo. The next one, this is the 21st and 22nd together. Kaschid Tunda Praharena Kurakshepais Paran Langulattaditam Shainyan Sringabhyam cha Vidharitan Vegena Kaschiddaparan Nadena Brahmanena cha Nishwasa Pavanena Nyan Padayamasa Bhutale. The meaning is that Mahishasura hit some with his face, others he stamped with his hoofs, some others he beat with his tail, some by tearing them with his horns, some he fell on the ground because of his speed, some by his sound, some by his movements, and some by his breath. The 23rd one. Nipatya pramadhanika mabhyadhavata sosura simham handum mahadevyaha kobam chakre tatombika. Meaning is that after felling her army, he ran towards the lion to kill it, and this made the goddess angry. So api kopan mahaviryaha kurakshuna mahitalaha Sringabhyam parvatanucha shikshebacha nanadacha. Meaning is that he who is very strong became very angry, and by tearing the earth by his front hoof through the mountains by his two horns and shrieked. The 25th sloka. Vega brahmana vikshunna mahitasyavya siryatha langulena hata taschabdi hi plavayamasa sarvatha. The meaning is that due to his fast rotation, the earth was broken and the ocean which was beaten by his tail rose up and drowned everyone. So there was a flood. Next one. Duta shrunga vibhinnascha gandam yurghana swasa anilasta satasho nipeturnabaso achala. The meaning is that the clouds which were moved by his horns broke into pieces, and the mountains which were blown by his breath fell into innumerable pieces. Idi krodha samadmatma mapadandam mahasura drishtva sa chandika kopam tadvadhaya tadakharot. The meaning is that seeing the Mahishasura was burning with anger and running towards her, that Chandika became angry and decided to kill him. Sa shiptva tasya vaipasham tambabandham mahasuram tatyaja mahisham rupam soabibadho mahamrite. Meaning is that in that great war, the goddess threw the famous pasha, literally rope, and tied that great asura. Though he was tied, he gave up the form of the buffalo. When he was tied, he gave up that form. Tadasimho abhavat sadyo yavat tasyambika shira chinatti tavel purushaha gadgapanira drishyata. Meaning is that afterwards, that asura swiftly became lion, and when she was cutting his head, then he was seen as a male who was holding a sword. Tada eva supurusham devi chichedasaya kaiha tam gadgacharmana sardam tada so abhun mahagacha. Afterwards, the goddess cut the head of the man with a sword and shield by using swift arrows. Then from that man he became a very big elephant. Karena cha mahasimham tam cha karsha jagarjacha karshatastu karam devi gadgena nirakrindata. Meaning is that he, with his huge trunk, pulled that great lion and trumpeted, but the goddess cut off his pulling trunk using the sword. Tato mahasuro bhuyo mahisham vapurastitaha tathaiva kshobhayamasa trailokyam sacharacharam. Afterwards, the great asura again took the form of buffalo and shook the entire world with all its being. Tadakrudha jaganmata chandika panamuttamam papau punaha punaschaiva jahasaruna lochana. The meaning is that afterward that goddess Chandika, who was the mother of the entire world, with great anger and with bloodshot eyes drank high quality wine and again laughed. Nanardachasurachopi balaviryamado vishanabhyam cha chikshepa chandikam pradibhudharan. Its meaning is that asura was ferociously agile due to his great strength, shouted at her and threw mountain at her with his horns. Sachatan prahitam stena churnayandi sarol kharai uvachatham madhodrududha bhugaraga kulaksharam. Meaning is that goddess made into powder mountains thrown at her, and with the reddish face and with unclear words told him. Reddish face and unclear words as a result of wine. Devi uvacha garja garja kshanam muda madhuyavel pibamyaham maya tvai hade traiva garjishandya sudevataha. This is that, hey idiot, you keep on roaring again and again. For this little more time till I drink this wine, Devi told him. Next, Rishiruvacha Eva muktva samulpatya sarudatam mahasuram padena kramya khandecha shulenainamatadayal. The meaning is that, now the Rishi is telling, after telling thus, the goddess climbed on the asura and by oppressing him with her feet and inserted her spear on his throat. Tadasopi padakranda staya nijamukhatataha ardhanishkranda evate devya viryena samrita. This is the 38th one. The meaning is that Afterwards, he being pressed by the feet of the goddess, he tried to lift half of his body and face, but was kept immobile by her. Next, Ardha Nishkanta Evasau Yudhya Mano Mahasura Taya Mahasina Devya Shirat Chitwa Nipatita. This is 39th one. The great Asura, though he fought with half his body, was fell down by the goddess by cutting his head with the big sword. Okay. 40th stanza. Hato ha ha kritam sarvam daitya sainyam nanasatal praharsham chaparam jagmu sakala devatha ghana. Meaning is that afterwards that great Asura army ran away shouting ha ha, and all the gods attained great happiness. Now the 41st one, I think this is the last one. Okay. Tushtu Stansuro Devi Sahadivyair Maharshivi Jagurgundhan Dharma Padayo Namrutushchapsaro Ghana. The meaning is that the gods along with sages in the heavens prayed that goddess. The chief of the Gandharvas, that is the celestial singers, sang about her, and the crowds of Apsaras, that said they are dancers, they all danced. Iti Markandeya Purane Savarnike Manvandare Devi Mahatmye Mahishasura Vadu Nama Pritiyo Dhyayaha. So I have completed the reading of the third chapter, the killing of Mahishasura. So next is the praising of the Devi by the Devas and the sages. So that's also a small chapter containing about 39 slokas. I will try to finish it on the next day. Okay. So thanks for watching my video.